Right, this one, because I ticked a box, it hasn't gone to the live thing. I don't know whether you ticked a box when you did create it. We can have a check tomorrow when you're in the office.
Say it again, sorry.
When you did the live stream, there we are.
Yeah.
I'm just pausing the live stream because it was on my laptop. Yeah, when I created the live stream, key and everything else, there was a pop-up box and there was something about custom, I think, live stream during the event or something. I can't remember what it was. So I ticked that. And that has meant that it hasn't gone straight live when I clicked the thing, which I think isn't a bad thing. Because last time we clicked it and we were live within, so I think it just gives us a bit more
time.
Yeah, exactly. Because obviously, we could do the whole screen like we did last time. I think that worked quite well, didn't it, in Bloomfield? So we'll do the same with them. So, but have I got any better as I walked around the room? Sound got any better or not?
It's not great, but you can hear what you're saying.
Which is it's going to have to be that, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not perfect, but they can hear.
It sounds like you're underwater, sort of thing.
Could it be because I'm the only one in this room? Do you want me to see if any of the PAs could come in for 1 minute?
It's up to you if you want to try, but yeah, I think it's probably the fact that it, like we said before, the echoey sound because the ceiling, etc.
Yeah,
not too much about.
Yeah, and even unfortunately, it's going to, like I said, it's going to go all the way up there and all the way up here, isn't
it?
Yeah. See if anyone's free. Just pop in 2 minutes. You just doing a second person and just wanted to get a bit of sitting in the room. Because they did it quite anyway on my. I don't know whether who else is in the room in the building. I can get back. And Julie? Yeah, that'd be great. You can, thanks. Yeah, and let's just take a couple of them. Excuse me. Move to. And then we could probably show the difference then with, see if there is a difference with a few more in the room. Possibly not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just wait for them to come in before we go any further.
Yeah, with that, if it'll only take one person with a soft mumbly voice to make it more difficult to, for us to hear, I think.
Just to remind them, but as we did with board though last week, do you want to just take a seat anywhere, just stack up around? They say it sounded quite echoey with just me, or just one with a couple of other people in the room. I don't think it's makes a difference because I think this is a problem. Yeah, okay. Yeah. And so we just thought we'd thank you. I mean, basically, it's here on Thursday on virtual. That's the only option. So, right. If you want to start with your Beth, and just say anything, just so the owl picks you up.
Hi, my name is Beth and I work for Leeds, Director of Planning and Strategy, and this is Catherine to my side here.
Yeah, I'm Kath and I work for Mandy, Director of Nursing.
Yeah, we can hear you both quite clearly what you said. Sorry, I didn't realise there's a third one.
I don't know if yeah, did it? No, I think it did.
Try again.
Hello, Glad, Ellen. I'm Phil's PA.
Yes, picture.
Yeah.
Yeah. When it moves, it follows. It's supposed to follow the sound, so it should then change like it has with me now as we talk. But so did that sound as echoey when I spoke, or a bit clearer, or similar?
Similar, but to be fair, we could hear everything, the three ladies were saying. I could anyway. I don't know if you, Connie, found it okay, but yeah. Yeah, as I say, there's always a delay between when someone starts talking and the owl finds you. So there's always a few seconds where you can't see the speaker, but providing the sentence isn't very short, that it will eventually focus on you. But yeah, it is quite clear. You can hear what you're saying. It still does sound like you're underwater when you're talking, bizarrely, but I think it's just the room. There's a big glare from the lights there on the screen. But I guess if you shut the blinds, that'll.
9 o'clock.
Yeah.
9 o'clock on Thursday morning, though, we should be okay, shouldn't we? Because so be over there. Over there, yeah. So we should be okay. Yeah, I just have to do that. Yeah, that's all. I know we can close these, but that window, the door side, hasn't got. Okay. That has
Yeah.
got, but you've still got this. I mean, you're here.
Is there
you
blinds
look-
on that? No.
Blue screens.
Yes, well, we have to get, it'll get most of it, wouldn't it? Yeah. Yeah, that would help a bit.
Thinking.
Yes, exactly. But yeah, we thought of what can you do in these situations? Yeah, but luckily on Thursday morning we'll be fine. Because the sun won't be coming around that early. It's just that easy thing to think about. If they want to use this for the board going forward,
Yeah.
they're going to do all something, they're really going to have to order a blind, full length blind for the windows, aren't
Yeah.
they? So, because it's a whole day meeting, so. Yeah, okay, thanks everybody. Thank you, time ladies. Thanks, yeah, just. Yeah, well, come in especially now, last minute, that's why I'm not dressed. Because we realised when the board was full every other day, so I had to do it now.
Yeah.
Brilliant, alright, see you later.
Hi.
Yeah, so,
Yeah, the glare is quite bad for them.
yes,
So if you're sitting in that position, yeah, and the camera's on you, it probably
if we
will
see
be
nothing.
difficult to see, but we could get pop-up banners maybe and put them in that window, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, we could do, I mean, we've got these, but they're not tall enough, you see, hello, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that confused it, as it's come around, but yeah, these.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
They go so far, but they're not going to be high enough. They don't think you can put one on top of the other. But you can't, you could probably just put some cardboard. You could put that there, and then just put some cardboard above, couldn't you?
Yeah.
And when we're setting up on Wednesday evening, we'll do that. We'll move that here and put something to cover, because it won't obviously get the full. Well, why is it? Quite so the left one bit. So the last bit, we'll get something to cover. So it hasn't moved, is it? Al, wake up. Yeah, we'll sort that out. So just in case there's any sort of, I don't think about issue, but let's, be prepared for it.
The good thing is it hasn't glitched, it hasn't lost connection or anything like that when we've been testing it, is it?
No, and that's what actually I was gonna, we talked about it briefly, didn't we, about making sure that people aren't on. Because there's only a few execs probably in here this building at the moment and a few PAs. But they all come in here on Thursday morning on their laptops, using the Wi-Fi in the building. That could be a completely different matter.
Yeah.
Because we'll be putting more pressure on it. So I think we need to send an email. Maybe I need to send something to Charlotte and Joe and just flag it. Could the message be sent to everyone to make sure, just for the hour of the board, that they work offline? The paper, so they're not accessing the paper. No, there's only one paper anyway with the appendices, isn't it? So.
Yeah, exactly. If they could restrict it or at least work offline, then that will help protect the network, won't it?
They say we don't. So what I'll do is I'll do an email later. Then just thinking ahead. Could it be possible to advise? Is that okay?
Yeah, I think so. Unless they do want to test it to see, to breaking point where if it does actually affect it, because I guess the best way to test it is to do it in a normal scenario of a board, all day board, where people are probably going to log on. And then if it can't cope with a 1 hour meeting, we know actually.
Yeah, I know, there's two ways of looking at it, isn't there? And I suppose that's,
I know. Yeah. In a way, we want people to see actually the limitations to prove that, it's not fit for purpose, or whatever. I don't know.
but then the representations, they'll all look at us and go, why isn't it working?
Yeah.
We've got Stuart, maybe our team Stuart, and just say, look, just thinking, does he think having everyone in this room on a device and live streaming, does he think that would cause an issue? And CC Anthony and just say, or do they think actually it should work fine? Yeah. I mean, I do that.
Tricky one, as I say, because we could, for the meeting, it could work well with less people online, and then when the next board, when more people are online, it doesn't work, and then we've got no time to fix any problems in between, sort of thing.
I mean, the way I would hope is if they're online, they're not actually using, if they're not in the room, in the building, they're not using the health board network. They're at home on the Sky or BT or whatever, aren't they? Broadband. So it shouldn't affect. That's my, unless I'm wrong, that's my understanding.
I know, but what I don't understand is that I was glitching, or not glitching, but in the Teams call earlier, I was what you were going for, freezing. But then when I phoned Claire on my phone using Teams, which is again on my own home Wi-Fi, there's no problems doing it that way, which is bizarre because
it should be the same. It's Teams, that doesn't make sense.
It's like that with my phone as well sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't know whether or not, to be honest, there's probably an issue with Office 365 this morning because I've had issues all morning.
I don't know if it's that, or is maybe the phone connected to a different server than what our laptops are when we're on. I don't know. It's above my head, the technology side of it, but
your phone won't be connected to the. We're going in on Cisco and everything else, aren't we? But your phone won't be on Cisco, will it?
So is it that's different, because it's guaranteed. Like I had a 1-to-1 last week with Charlotte, and it was freezing on the call on my laptop, but then I quit the call and then rang her back on my phone using same method, Teams call. It didn't glitch once on my phone. It's just like, why? What's the difference? There must be some.
Are you logged in with the Authenticator app thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's that. Maybe if you disconnect to that on a Teams call, it'll work. I don't know.
So you just use
your phone obviously doesn't have that on Teams. So maybe that slows the network down on the laptop.
God knows. Unless it's our laptops that are old and like slow. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah, well, the lads did say the new ones they're buying aren't as robust, not as good as previous versions. So that could be a factor. No, can't cope with what we're asking to do.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. But, yeah.
Right.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thursday then, really? No.
I think with the added little mic as well, that'll help when,
Yeah, the sound, definitely. Yeah, that's true. It's just, I was going to run it across and I thought, well, for the sake,
Yeah. Well, it was sufficient without it, to be honest. I could hear the girls right at the back of the room. But, just as an added thing, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah, I just realised there's more tables there, so we'll sort, tables out when we come in here. So,
I think it's the ceiling, I think, has got a lot to do with it, because instantly when anyone talks, it's like I don't know, very echoey, like a big room type, you know, echo, which it's not a big room as such, you know, like for example, the Bridge Innovation Centre was a huge room, echoey, but I think it's the ceiling. If they were to spend money on lowering this, flattening the ceiling, I think your sound quality would be much better personally, but
No, I think you're right. And really, the way it is, they could do, but, you know, basically, they could put a false ceiling in just above where they've got the lights and everything,
Mhm.
you know, and I think it would help.
yeah.
Yeah, but they were, so, okay, right, I'll end this and I say, I can have a listen back to it and then we can have a discussion. Maybe if is Charlotte gonna be in the office tomorrow, do you know?
I'm not sure. She hasn't said, I don't know.
Try and find
Yeah,
out.
you listen back to this now. See if you when you've listened back, if it's the same issue with the sound as we can hear, or whether it's okay on the recording, if you get me. I don't know.
I've got the Zoom recording and I've got obviously the YouTube, so I've got two things to listen to. So I'd be interested to see, and then
Mm.
we've got an idea if it's just in the room environment. Because no, I mean, could it be the device kind of corrects it? Maybe, I don't know. If it is better on the recording, does that mean, must mean that people are listening? So is the owl doing some correction to what we're physically hearing in the room?
Yeah, I don't know. Could be that the recording is more clear than what we can hear. I don't know. Yeah, it's worth listening back anyway to see.
Yeah, definitely. At least we know then, and then we don't need to panic so much then about the sound we're hearing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we just say, look, you know, even though it might sound silly to anyone, I think we know that the public won't hear that. So,
Okay, I'll leave you to it then. Thank you, Karen.
Thank you.
head back home.
Right,
Bye.
bye.
See you,
Bye.
Connie. Ta-ra.